So here we are, 24 hours later, and guess what? ADA's having a green week so far. People need to relax, stop freaking out, stop panicking, because yes, there will be insane volatility in the charts. That is not a surprise at all. And there will be more volatility as time goes on. And there's a couple things that have changed over the last 24 hours that we need to take a peek at because yes, there is the potential for this boom. Yes, I still think ADA can cross 80 cents this week. And in fact, we did something important in terms of BTC here as well that we need to discuss. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So I have to say, I've come to the realization that a lot of people, they come to comment on the videos and they don't actually listen to the videos. And I think because of that, people miss a lot of context. You know, yesterday we talked about a green week. Yesterday we talked about going over 80 cents. And guys, understand that this weekly candle closes on Sunday. That's a lot of time. We're on day 2 of the week. So we need to just relax and know when I talked about Dan Gambardello's $10 super trend yesterday, I wasn't saying that was going to happen in the week. And anybody that actually listened to the video knows this. And what we've done right now is we've come back. We've tried to touch our 200-day moving average. We got a little bit of a rejection here right now. But what we're seeing is, again, a lot of green for ADA over these past 9 hours or so. Green, 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 10 hours, right? And what we're doing here is we have started to work back into a lot of that short leverage like we were talking about, right? There's a lot of short leverage up here. Unfortunately, on our drop yesterday, we liquidated a lot of the longs on the way down. People kept trying to catch it. And then now, you know, we started liquidating the shorts that piled in on top of there. It's this seesaw. It's just this kind of game that's ongoing. And that being said, since this time, more and more and more shorts have filled in above here. And, you know, they've gotten very confident. I will say things have kind of flipped to a little bit more of a balance in terms of ADA on leverage in general. You guys can see it's actually slightly weighed to the long side. I'm guessing people open up some like 2x longs or 3x longs, meaning that liquidation prices are way down below here. So we're not going to see those on the chart here. But now we have the potential again to very quickly move through a bunch of these short positions right here and get into this big bulk of short leverage and start creating some massive liquidations. Again, I'm not saying that's going to happen today. I'm not saying it's going to happen this instant. We might see some red as the day goes on and then turn around and go back to the green side. Who knows what is going to happen, right? Now, unfortunately, there are some concerns surrounding a recession. All right, the big R word, the one that I've been talking about for a while. I said that we probably wouldn't see one until 2026, and understand that things have changed a little bit because obviously tariffs have been kind of created this additional pressure that might be accelerating things. And it's all about, again, this balance and trying to basically force the Fed's hand to cut rates. And the hand is in fact being forced. We're seeing jobs starting to cool. We're seeing unemployment on the rise. We're seeing consumer spending down. I mean, this is tipping us closer to that point. And in fact, what we've seen now over the last 24 hours is the likelihood of a rate hike actually in May jumped to almost 50%. So this stuff is in fact on the rise. And my only concern, I would say, is that if the Fed doesn't react soon enough, that we may tip into a recession. Not saying it's going to be a super long one or anything like that, but just know that there is that possibility as we go down the road. Now, unfortunately, you know, this stir is causing some pain, you know, in terms of the crypto market, in terms of the stock market. You know, if you take a look at the Dow Jones just cratering, if you take a look at the NASDAQ, if you take a look at the S&P, it has been just absolutely brutal. And this is part of the reason why crypto has been getting so hard. It's because you're just seeing these massive stocks bleeding. We shed it over another $1 trillion in the stock market yesterday. It's very hard for crypto to make some substantial moves forward when that is happening. All right. Now, that being said, BTC did do something very interesting yesterday. So we did in fact see BTC close that historic CME gap. This is the one from all the way back in November, the one that historically does not have to close. In fact, when we look at last market cycle, this is the one that was not closed until all the way during the bear market cycle, right? Basically December of 2020. Okay. And actually there was even one here in early part of December 2020, but you guys get the point. Now, what I found very interesting here is looking at these CME gaps. BTC, the last times it has closed some of these major CME gaps, it has gone on 80+% runs to the upside. We can see the one back here in basically December of 2023. We came down and closed it actually in January of 2024. And then BTC actually ran 80+% to the upside, right? And that was obviously a very exciting time for the crypto market. We saw ADA and other assets on the run. Rah, rah, yay, exciting stuff, right? Fast forward to the summer here in 2024. All right, we had this CME gap. We had the CME gap that was created here in July of 2024. We actually came back down. We closed that all just in August, basically a month later. And then what happened from there? We actually saw massive rally to the upside of over 80%. Now, the question is now that we've come back down and closed the CME gap, are we going to see BTC go on, an 80% rally to the upside? I mean, that would put us in the 140K range. That's not outside of the realm of reality. And again, for people that aren't listening, I'm not saying it's going to happen today. I'm not saying it's going to happen this month, right? This is a more longer, drawn out move. All right. We're still waiting for things to improve across the space. We're still waiting for sentiment to improve. We hit extreme fear. Guys, this sentiment is not conducive for a major pump. We need to see the market start moving, sentiment follows, and then the ball starts rolling. All right. Ken, we have to be patient. I know that some people have pointed to this being historic bounce spots for BTC. Hopefully I can pull this up here. Now that Twitter's back up, right? Crypto Rover saying Bitcoin is about to bounce here, really getting close or down into the low zone in its rainbow regression curve. We're in some deep discounts right now. And guys, people are taking advantage of these discounts in major ways. And they're doing a very good job of defending price right now. Yes, we'll get some wicks down. Yes, we'll see some red at times in the market. But if people stop panicking and just understand what's going on, you'll understand that it's all going to be okay. It's going to be fine. We're going to get through this. We'll have weeks of red. We'll have weeks of green. And eventually we'll get back to this booming move, this time where we're seeing booming moves in the crypto market. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I appreciate you as always. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think BTC is now setting up for this 80% move as time persists? Are you thinking that we're going to close this weekly candle green for ADA? Are we going to see ADA surge past 80 cents? So appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Show your love below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.